Hey, and welcome back to Sydney Trains Vlogs. I am currently at the Wannsee Road light rail stop, currently making my way to Central, then on to Denniston. Now, you already saw the footage of the very first night of testing for the CAF Civity fleet. This video is actually going to be what happened before that testing. This video will feature that testing and what happened after. This is like the very, very, very long version of that day/night. It's currently 6:45 p.m. or just after. I'm at the Wannsee Road light rail stop in my work clothes because I am going to be obviously filming this testing and then heading to work in the morning. So I'm pulling an all-nighter. As I said, it's just after 6:45. I think the clock there says 6:47. I'm going to make my way to Central, then on to Denniston, featuring those bits and pieces along the way to Denniston. Feature a couple of other trains at Denniston. You'll see that testing, which you already saw, and then we'll feature the trip to work as well. So it's going to be a pretty long night. Testing's supposed to start at around 10 p.m. approximately, and finish up at about 4:30 a.m. give or take, where I'll make my way to from Denniston or West Ryde, wherever I end up at the end of the day or end of the night. I'll make my way from there to Drummoyne, where I'll be working. Start work at 6 a.m. and then finish up at about midday or 1 p.m. where I will return home at about somewhere between 2 and 3 p.m. tomorrow. So it's going to be a bit of a challenging night. So yeah, sorry for that confusion. It is going to be pretty much an ultra long form of that first night of testing of the CAF Civity fleet. You know what I mean? So sit back and enjoy this long journey. I've got a OxyShred sort of energy drink in my bag. I'm sure that I'll have a coffee or 2 or 3 along the way, especially in the morning. And Alright, here comes my tram to Central. Numbers 13 and 14. Okay, made it to Central. Just going to duck across the road here to KFC for a somewhat not healthy dinner, and then we'll head to Denniston.
All stations to Hornsby.
Righty, I'm up on platform 18 at Central. Got a train to Denniston in 6 minutes.
The yellow line at all times.
I actually did something like this yesterday. Went out, had dinner, started a video like this, and it turns out that it was cancelled. Doesn't look like it's going to be cancelled tonight. Looks like it's all go ahead. So it's a good thing.
Please stand clear.
Alright, I've just gotten off B6 at Denniston, where I'll be situated for a while. This is where the CAF Civity will be loco hauled in. The loco will detach and then it'll begin its testing. The XPT from Brisbane to Sydney, just through platform 1 there. So what'll happen is that R2 will be loco hauled into one of the platforms here at Denniston. The loco will detach and then move to wherever it'll be stabled for the night, and then the Civity will then commence its testing. And then at about 4 a.m, something like that, sometime between 4 a.m. and 4:30 a.m, the train will then meet back up with the locomotive before it is loco hauled back to Sydney Trains maintenance at Auburn. Got a Gordon service via Strathfield coming into platform number 2.
Platform 2 goes to Gordon via Central. First stop West Line, then all stations to Strathfield, then Melbourne.
It's about 8:33. Well, that's the 8:33 City service, City and Gordon service. 8:33 is approximately when the CAF Civity is meant to be departing Auburn to make its way to Denniston. The Civity's meant to depart Auburn, main train, Sydney Trains, whatever, at Auburn at 9:33, not 8:33. I got that a little wrong. Alright, here she comes. First time seeing it? let's just do a bit of a walk down the train. These are bi-mode, so they're both electric and diesel. So this car is RDB 2352. This one's got seats in it. The others, a few of the others are actually pretty empty when it comes to seating. They just have sandbags to simulate weight. So RDB 2352 is an economy car. The following car is RID 2482, which is also economy. You can see that posted just under the window on the door there. These doors sort of seem a little bit wider than the XPT ones, ever so slightly. More than happy to be stood corrected on that one. So this car's empty. No sleeper cars just yet. No sleeper cars just yet. However, I've heard rumours that sleeper cars may be added in the future. The following car, which we'll get to once this Waratah leaves, is RIC 2462, and that is also an economy car. So anyway, RIC 2462 has seating. All the doors have do not board, train and testing. So that, as I mentioned before, this is the XPT replacement. So you've got this little blank bit here without the windows. I am thinking that this could be buffet. Following car, we've got RIB 2442, which is also an economy car. It's a beautiful locomotive at the front too, locomotive B75. The RIB looks, although as it's a staff car as well. Following car, RIA 2402, which is a premium car. Oh, actually, give me a second. That end of the RIB says economy. This end says premium. So it must be sort of like a mixed class car. Anyway, the RIA is 2402. And as I said, it is premium. This one's got no seats in it, however it does have bags of sand to simulate weight. And the next car, which is also premium, and the last car featured is RDA 2302. So the last two digits are the set number. And then of course B75, which is the locomotive. So what will actually happen is they're actually going to move the train up and detach it closer to Epping. It's moved out of the platform some time ago. It's now 12:25 a.m. and no action just yet, but hoping for something pretty soon. I think they might actually be detaching the loco here, but yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, so that's all for testing. The B class is coming to couple up with the train now and take it back to Auburn. It was just a bit of a shakedown run, a little shakedown run. It was sort of in the cover of darkness, I guess you could say. But yeah, at least we got a little bit of the footage. I expected it to be running back and forth quite a bit, but it took them a lot longer to get set up and everything. But it will be testing over the next few nights, but I won't be able to go out for it as I've got quite a bit to do and don't really feel like pulling another all-nighter so soon, but at least we know testing has officially begun and you got to hear the motors and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so we'll film this loco passing and then the train leaving here, heading back to Auburn, and then we'll finish up. first train of the morning, 4:17. Alrighty, it's about 4:51, 4:52 a.m. Couldn't get the Civity coming back through Denniston as they had to power it back up and take it towards Eastwood and Epping, and Loco B75 ended up following. They just had some issues coupling it up, probably because with the transition couplers you do need to have it on pretty much a perfect straight track so that it can couple up seamlessly, kind of like a what do you call it, the power thing going into the wall, like the prongs going to the wall needs to be perfectly aligned. So yeah, hadn't come back. This is the latest train I could get. Yeah, I gotta head to work. I'm so tired. So I'm heading to Central, going to go to CJ's, get a very strong coffee, and yeah. Alrighty, it's about 5:41 a.m. I'm at Railway Square, just waiting for my 5:01 to Drummoyne. I had a large, strong coffee from CJ's, which has sort of perked me up a little bit, but I'm really starting to feel it. And I've still got a 6 to 7-ish hour work day to go. But yeah, anyway, I'll check back with you all when I get to Drummoyne. Alright, made it to Drummoyne. It's 6:12 in the morning. I'm a little bit late for work. I'm supposed to start at 6, but that's quite alright. By the time I get to the job that I'm doing today, it'll be about 6:20, which will make me about 20 minutes late. But for this job, it's alright. So I should be finished. Not too sure if I'm doing another job after this. I have a slight feeling I'll be going to 5 Dock after this, not too sure, but either way, when I'm finished work, I'll check back with you all and we'll film a very small bit of the journey home. But that coffee's kicking in a little bit, but I don't expect that to last too long, so I might grab another energy drink or another coffee, or both, later on. But yeah, anyway, I'll check back in with you all when I've finished work. Alrighty, so I know I said I'll check in once I've finished work in Drummoyne, which I did finish work in Drummoyne. But I was just so tired to just continue the video, and I am actually going to have a bit of a nap Got my little cat Ariel here. She's just she's found a paper bag from dinner a few nights back that she seems to like going to sleep on. So I'm gonna lay down and have a bit of a rest. It's a bit after midday. I'm home a few hours earlier than I thought. I just really I just went like a mad person at work. Just went for it, did what I had to do as quick as I could possibly do it so I could get home and have a bit of a rest. But the night was very much worth it. It was yeah, it was good. It was a good bit of history. The first night of testing, but a little shakedown run, wasn't anything major. That'll ramp up in following nights, but obviously won't be able to go out for that. It's just an all-nighter here and there is okay, but not a lot. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And yeah, you're not gonna say goodbye, Ariel? No? Hello? Look at the camera. No, yeah. You gonna roll over or something? He's gonna doze off. Yeah, hi. She doesn't look impressed. Although she is purring. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Ciao.